Welcome back to SnowRunner, y'all, and today we're taking a look at a brand new console-friendly truck called the GWC G250 XLT. Now, as you can clearly tell, it is based on a OBS Ford F250, but this one is a little bit more unique because it has a big block V8 and a lot of different little design decisions that were they're basically details of this particular body style and generation of Ford trucks that fans of this generation of trucks will easily be able to pick out. Now, this is a fully console-friendly vehicle, but as of the time of recording this video, it has not yet been approved for consoles, but it is in testing and should be on its way to your console mod browsers very, very soon. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and fire it up, get it into the garage, and see what we have in terms of customization, and then we'll move on to the driving. It sounds really good, too. Let's take a look at the interior. Now, this is definitely another... It seems like Glitch steps up their interior game every single mod, and this is definitely another upgrade. I mean, you have both shifters, obviously one for the transmission, one for the transfer case. You have a fully animated dash. Look at the RPM gauge. It actually properly moves. So does the speedometer. You have properly textured AC controls. Basically everything that you would expect to see in an OBS Ford interior, this truck has it. So now, on into the engine options. So it starts with a small block, a 351, but you can go up to a 460 big block, which gets you to an A+ power to weight rating. Then, if you go up to the S+ power to weight rating, that is a dyno-tuned 460 big block, which that is definitely what we're going to go with. Now, gearbox-wise, standard Glitchworks selection, you got your 5-speed default, 6-speed highway, and 4-speed off-road. Usually, when I test a Glitchworks vehicle, I'll start off with the 4-speed off-road, then I'll go over to the 6-speed highway when I go to do the bridge jump. So let's go ahead and throw that one in. Now, in terms of suspension options, you have your default kind of standard ride height. Then you have your 4-inch lift, which I would think that the 4-inch lift would probably be a good option for someone that wants to use this in a campaign playthrough but doesn't want to make it too crazy. Then you have the 14-inch lift, and then you have the monster truck suspension. Now, oh, look at that. The steering linkage actually is not only is it all there, but it's all animated and you can actually see every single joint. That's freaking sick. That's definitely another step up for Glitchworks' mods. Now, let's do, you know what? We're going to run the 14-inch lift. I think that one is going to be a really good happy medium for what we're working with here. Now, tires-wise, let's go ahead and go all the way down to, well, maybe not all the way down, but whoa, actually, it goes up from 36s to 39s really, really quick, and then again to 44s. I didn't even realize it went up from 36 to 39 that quick. Let's see what we have in terms of, I really like these. They're both really realistic looking and really functional. And what I love about these tires is that you can actually see the difference. I know this is like a really nerdy thing to say, but look at the surface of the tire and look at how you can actually see the variance in the different like ridges and valleys in the tread blocks. That just makes it look so much more realistic. Now, let's see. You know what? There's something about the IROX that I think would work really well on this truck, though. Or we could go down into the mud tire category and we could go for, oh god, there's your 51-inch monster truck tires, and then of course your chain tires, but we're going to go with these, the Mickey Thompson Baja Pros. I know I've been kind of a fan of putting those on everything lately, but they just look incredible. They look absolutely amazing in my opinion. Now let's go ahead and do a stage 4 winch. And then accessories-wise, oh, that's sick. We've got grab handles right there by like, oh, dude, right by the back window. I remember seeing OBS Fords with those like in the, mid to late 90s especially. Now, let's see. Cab lights, light bar, visor. Let's do the cab lights for sure. I don't know if I want the visor or not. The visor is cool, but I don't know if it's what I want on this truck. Now, let's see. We'll do the heavy steel bumper in the back. Whoa, bed rails, racer back, let's see, period correct roll bar, repair supplies, we'll throw that in there. And then you have two different types of toolboxes. We'll do this style. And then let's see, oh my god, it is literally a snorkel made out of PVC pipe. Let's go. Let's freaking go. That's grand. All right, exhaust-wise, you got your stock exhaust. You have a... Oh, you have straight pipes that literally go, you can actually see them going off of the headers and all the way back under the truck. Then, of course, you have the bed stacks as well. But since we have the toolbox in the back, we'll just do the straight pipes that go directly out the back. Now, front bumper wise, we've got our stock bumper, and let's see, heavy steel bumper. That one you can see adds a decent bit of weight to the front. I actually really like this one. That's a lot better clearance, but it's also got the stinger, and it's got the 2 hooks and a winch. We'll do that one for sure. Now, you've got your standard selection of Glitchworks wheels, and it's really all entirely up to you on whatever direction you want to go with these. I'm going to go with the process because that polished silver goes with just about whatever color combination you could want. Oh, that's really cool. That's almost like a Forest Service truck color. I really dig that. You could do like a full-on red, you could do blue, you could kind of go whatever direction you want to with this thing. I absolutely love the two-tone colors. The two-tone colors look so sick on these OBS Fords. I think what I'm actually going to end up doing is I'm probably, ooh, I like the darker red too. I tell you what, I'm so back and forth. You know what? I'm going to go with the red and white for now, but this is not the last time I'm going to build this truck, so we'll definitely be experimenting with some other color combinations later on down the road. Now, let's see what this thing is all about and what it's like to drive. I love the way it sounds, and I'm sure that there's going to be some people out there that are going to be like, well, why does it have a big block and not a 7.3? It needs a 7.3. Here's the thing. This truck was commissioned by someone that wanted to recreate a truck that they had owned at one point, and that's, you know, at least by what Glitchworks said, the person that commissioned this truck had owned one very similar to it, or basically the same truck at one point, and wanted the same engine and drivetrain options that their truck had, and I don't blame them at all for that. And I get that a lot of people kind of identify the OBS Fords with having the 7.3 diesel, but there's an entire, you know, there's honestly huge numbers of these trucks that were optioned with the big block gas engines. And there's certainly something to be said for the gas engine options that these trucks had. And I know that, again, the quote-unquote, like, one to have is the 7.3 diesel. But again, I mean, if you don't care about fuel mileage, hey, there's nothing wrong with having the big block in there. Not that the 7.3 is all that efficient, but it's definitely more efficient than a big block gas engine. Let's see what this thing can do with the rocks. Oh, easy. Oh, just the right wheelbase to sneak itself right over. These tires have such good grip on the rocks, too. They are so good. Ease it on down. The approach and departure angles are not, you know, they're not rock crawler good, but they're not bad. They're certainly not anything I would sneeze at or go like, oh, why is that scraping? Listen, I know why it's scraping. I mean, it's not a rock crawler. It is a lifted pickup truck that you could take on trails if you wanted to, but it's not a rock crawler, and I think that's okay. Throw it in automatic mode. Wow, it can even roll in third through here? That's impressive. That's really impressive. Come on. Back into automatic. There's first. I doubt it'll come out of first in here. Yeah, it tried to shift into second, and then immediately took itself right back into first. It was like, nope. I love how it tried, though. Like, it tried to go into second. It was like, I think I can do it. I think I can do it. In anything other than the really deep mud, though, it will roll in third, at least if you have the off-road gearbox in it. Now, let's make our way through the flex obstacle. Let's see how this thing does through here. Like I said, again, it's not a rock crawler, but that's okay. It doesn't need to be a rock crawler. It actually has a really realistic amount of flex for a truck like this, and that's not a bad thing at all. And I'm sure, again, that there will be someone out there in the comments that will say, oh, it's not realistic at all, it's overpowered, it's unbalanced, and blah, blah, blah. And it's interesting that I've been seeing actually more of those comments lately on mods, even if they are, you know, mods that have been designed around game balance. I've been seeing more people lately that will say, it's a mod, and therefore it's, you know, it's overpowered, and it breaks the game, and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, it always confuses me, because I'm like, aren't the purpose of, you know, these mods supposed to be fun? Isn't that supposed to be the purpose of mods? And, like, isn't the purpose of mods supposed to be the fun of being able to play the game how you want to play the game? And last time I checked, you using a mod that you like and that you enjoy doesn't affect someone else's playthrough of the game. And if someone else wants to play the game on an entirely, vanilla playthrough with no mods whatsoever, that's fine. But, like, it confuses me sometimes when I see people going out of their way to, to say things like, well, you can't use this mod, it breaks the game and it does this, 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 and this. And I'm like, hang on. Does that affect your playthrough of the game? I don't think so. You know what I mean? So if you don't want to use mods, don't use mods. But at the same time, why are you getting onto someone that likes to use mods and that genuinely gets more enjoyment from the game by using them? And why are you going on and yelling at them? Because that doesn't affect your playthrough at all. If you don't like to use mods, just don't use them and allow the people that do enjoy using them to use them. It's simple as that. I don't know why I felt the need to rant about that for a minute, but, like, it's just one of those things that it boggles my mind that, again, I just spun out on a, oh my god, I just spun out on a straightaway, what the heck? All right, it just boggles my mind sometimes that there are people out there in the SnowRunner community that will just see someone using a mod, any mod, and they're instantly so upset by it. They're like, you ruined the game, and this, that, and the other, and I'm like, I don't think this affects your playthrough at all. Just saying. All right, bridge jump time. Let's go. Full send. Oh, boy. Oh, that's actually some decent pace. Yeet. Oh, my God. Did we blow out our entire suspension? We did, didn't we? Yes. Oh, and we ruptured our fuel tanks as well. Oh, God. Well, that didn't go very well, did it? I mean, well, we drove out, so technically it did go very well, but, didn't go very well for our suspension. But if y'all enjoyed this video and this look at this truck, make sure to let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I will see y'all next time. Talk to y'all later.